Let's go. Let's see what we can do with this wonderful mess. Oh yeah, first things first. I wanted to get rid of that coal field. Oh, how's that working out? This stuff is transported down there, and I bet we're going to make coke out of that, and out of the coke we make that steel. Nothing too surprising so far. Let's just plop in between one more warehouse or so. I want to free up this space here. This is ideal for another enrichment facility, but I want to extract all of the coal before we go for that. Oof. Let's do something like that. I mean, we don't really need much warehouse capacity anymore. I mean, how much is in one? 100,000. This is actually really only one more warehouse necessary. Brilliant. I like it. Okay, so now we can extract all of the rest of the stuff, and then I'm going to be able to build up a new refining facility here. But before we will do this, here is a thing that I noticed from the last time I've been here. These pesky little critters here aren't working out as intended, are they? Yeah, so here we have a throughput of 45 copper ore, and we got a belt with only 30, so stuff is not working out as intended. Now, I do have all the necessary material here to create that stuff, don't I? So we technically only need iron plate, steel, and lubricant. So, well, let's do a little bit of a rogue ops here. So there runs the steel. Hey, I steel. Nice timing. So we got that stuff here. Look here, that's perfect. Here we got both things at the same time. Brilliant. That's just what I need. And then we'll just build ourselves one little mini facility for creating express transport belts, because I really think that's just effing necessary. I can't live with this extreme inefficiency there at this spot. So let's just say, what the hell would happen if I'd say I want one of these guys at full load? I guess this will blow my mind. Well, actually not. Actually, it's quite okay, huh? Let's see. What about these dudes, though? Here we go, a little bit more bonkers. So in that department, we'd need a bit more assembler power. So, where? Here. So these dudes, well, good God, there's such a massive onslaught of things necessary here. I'm actually happy that the space assembly machines are on that relatively harmless recipe. I mean, that's more of a nightmare compared to that. Gently. Ash, hi there. Echo, I just ate so much pizza. Yeah, good pizza can do that, man. It's one of the most nasty things in life when you are at that point where you're like, man, I shouldn't eat more, but it's just so damn tasty. So let's consider. I think this is a good spot. And I need belt balancers. Reminds me I need to download some blueprints for that because I'm not going to go for belt balancers myself, but the situation here asks for one. But that's not necessarily something we need to do today. Now, I mean, this corridor is looking nice, doesn't it? Let's go for there. So we're going to need. Let's put a pin on that. This save file is far beyond the point where you're able to just do things easily. Now, what the hell? Single cylinder engine? Does my old production even work anymore? I highly doubt it. I see this recipe for the first time, so we'd better set up our entire belt production up here, so maybe this is going to be more of a permanent thing. This has been a change in between the game that I somehow must have missed. So we need now what? Let's do this like that. Here. Now we have the actual throughput. Okay. Hey, science has been done. What's going on, man? I didn't expect that. I don't have valves here? What the heck? How did I get this far? Oh well. Doesn't matter, does it? Let's go on. Let's go and be a nice little ratio monkey. So iron gear wheels. Well, Echo, I use trains like a caveman too. I have here one logistic chain that just that's for my that's no logistics chain for automatic stuff. That's just for me to travel between these sections. And there's this guy who's running automated. Yeah, he's just driving in between those parts. There's no real rail how are they called? Rail signs or such things going on. No. We're not working with stuff like that here. And here I just had a singular track that doesn't cross anything, you know. Here is a little bit of a danger zone. This can sometimes go. This can technically go wrong. I meant to fix that, but you know, I'm a busy man. This is much of a learning project. I'm not a perfectionist player. I'm very sorry about not being sorry. I do my best to have clean ratios and the like, but I do a lot of mistakes. Don't get me wrong. So cavemen, my friends, cavemen were actually already really, how to say, the end product of millions and years of evolution. I mean, sure, the mammals. I don't know how many million years the mammals had until they produced the first cavemen, but seriously, don't underestimate that. We tend to look at these things as if they were so super primitive, but the entire humanity is just less than that on the entire time scale of just our planet. And our planet is not really something which is old in the galactic time scale either. Okay, enough of that. So I got the iron gear wheel, and we're going to need one machine producing the single cylinder motor. Okay, I dig that. I really love AAI for all these shenanigans there. I got there. So we're gonna need yellow, yellow, red. Okay. And that's why my AAI Industries factories turn into utter spaghetti once stuff gets wilder than that. Just, this mod is really massive, in a good way, in a good way. Yellow belt. There we go. Put me up trains, what's YouTube? The basics of Factorio trains, and it was 90 minutes long. Yeah, well, Echo, I am working on a complete tutorial series for Factorio, and I promise I'll keep it below 90 minutes. You know, simplifying things is basically one of my big goals when I do things, especially tutorials. And I can only say if somebody says he's going to talk about the basics for 90 minutes, then he's talking too much. Don't want to offend anybody. I don't think that there's really that many basics to say. But then again, I did a more than 30 episode long tutorial series for ACS, so I just should shut my trap. Factorio is a very deep game, that's all I want to say with that. Okay, now we got these. Let's be a snarky guy and make it like that. So, basic inserters. Oh yeah, gobble up with... No. We're going to make this. We'll need two of you guys. And... I mean... Factorio is such a funny game. You literally almost can't play it without mods, because it's just so damn complicated. Like, I don't really want to know how to play this game without ratio calculators doing the dirty work for you. I'd be needing sheets of paper here, and I don't know how many how many different files to just keep my stuff in order. ACS is such a weird game. I have a real love-hate relationship with that game, I must admit that. For some reason, by now, a part deep inside me hates it. Really. And a part of me really wants those times back when the game was fun, but all in all, well, I'm enjoying myself here more. That's all I can say. And I don't mean that in a mean way. Comparing people with the devs behind Factorio is never a fair thing. These guys are monsters. Monsters of game designing. In a good way, in a good way. So, we need 4 steel wheel thingies. I mean, I really respect those games that put up more of a modding platform that realized all manner of different game modes for the same game. It's awesome. RimWorld falls under a similar category. I wonder when the RimWorld fever will get back to me. It's gonna be a fun trip again for sure. ACS looks cool. Well, ACS 2 can't be any worse than ACS 1. I think it'll definitely will be just better. Because one thing I notice about Chinese game devs, they're damn dedicated. It often feels like that they're pretty aware of their shortcomings in UI and stuff like that, but they really want to pull for. I respect that. Gotta respect people that want to put down a good product at the end of the day. So, well, I really need only one of these guys, eh? Creepy. Okay. Let's wire up the lube. And that's not even a naughty thing to say here. Got those chests configured correctly. This one too. Just want to make sure that I don't end up with a bajillion of belts one day. It's the Factorio classic. Usually this happens to me, that not with those small things, but more like stuff like nuclear reactors. Did you limit the chest of the nuclear reactors, darling? Okay, now we only lack these thingies, and I bet this thing needs, again, 2 cyan inserters to gobble in this amount of steel wheel. Okay, there we go. So I got everything set up that I need to upgrade my furnaces finally to the capacity that they should have. It's about time. So I missed a bit of the talk here. Jesus, those guys are really rude. I don't know, my humble opinion, the Tale of Immortal devs deserve a lot, but no crap from their fans. They're really damn dedicated about their product. But I mean, review bombing on Steam is a shame. I've seen lately reviews that are just blatant blackmailing. Like, give me what I want, or I'll just won't take my bad review back. Holy crap, that's so immature. I hate this kind of cancel culture, you know? It really only brings people to stubborn decisions, devs and fans alike. It doesn't serve anybody. I mean, sometimes it is... I mean, I'm all about fair criticism, and I know that fair criticism sometimes feels really bad. It really sucks sometimes to get criticized. I get that. But I don't know. The Steam review pages are a thing for itself. Let's just say it like that. It's a dirty business for sure. So we got beautiful green engines going down the line. Oh. That's been so much work. Okay, so first off, I want to fix the copper stuff. And the next thing that's on my mind was, I want to fix up enough copper so we can produce the blue chips. That's really important here, because blue circuits are practically the last ingredient I need before I can go to space and see what the demands really are. Okay, well, so these things need to be blue. Oh, shoot, I bet I can't create the... Or can I? Well, basically I could with electronic components. Well, we only need... Oh yeah, okay, I got lucky here. I can create loaders. Whew. So we can't just upgrade tool that situation and get off easy with that. I don't know what should be bad about devs releasing the modding tools before the full release. What the heck? I mean, games like Factorio and RimWorld wouldn't have had any chance to be such great products now without those modding tools in the hand of the community. What the hell is going on with those people? I don't get it. Sometimes I wonder why people are so mopey after all. Okay, so I bet I'm out of belts. Yep. No problem. I got it automated now. Beautiful. That's a good piece of progress. I mean, as much of a newbie nightmare this factory part down there is, it still does a little bit of work, or well, I thought it would. Oh, this one needs the brown tech cards. I'm not providing these anymore. These must be new technologies that came in after I updated the mod. Those basic tech cards, I wired them out of my tech park because I thought I had all the techs researched that needed those. Well, we can't fix that up another time. I mean, we're really talking only about 130 brown tech cards. I could literally handcraft these. So, advanced solar panels. That sounds sexy. Ah, I already got these. Well, the Valheim devs, I don't know why the game isn't moddable yet. Valheim screams for moddability, but whatever. I mean, I don't mind if there's a little bit less great games out there that I don't have time to play. You know, it only benefits me as well. Because really, seriously, this has been one of a week for me. I have had so much work to do with all the releases this week. I've been churning out a lot of material this week. Like, we've had 3 game releases alone in the last couple of days. I've been hustling a bit. Okay. Oh no, I need one more underground. Do I even still have blue belts left now? 15. It's all a work in progress. I'm trying to fix up the space assembling machines. That's the whole purpose of the facility back here. I want to create the backbone for the basics for getting into space. And once that's somewhat running, I want to create, I guess, a real mega base here on Novice. But the thing is, I want to get an overview about how things are organized in this mod. Forget what I mean. Like, I bet there must be some underlying system about how planets add in new mechanics, and I want to understand that a bit better before I plan out a larger structure here. So, basically, I hope that I'll get the opportunity to just raise this entire thing here and use this plane then later down the road for setting up a mega factory. I don't know into which direction we'll expand, but if I understood people correctly, then in space exploration you can live off of core mining drills, so I don't need to worry too much about ore patches at some point anymore, but I don't know. It's hearsay for me. There's been a lot of time since I picked up this mod the last time. Iron Oath, Terraformers, and Orbit Industries. Exactly, Ari, exactly. Those were the titles this week. And I can't really say how much I like any of these titles, because it's all been a little bit of a blur in the last couple of days. Been so busy understanding these games that I didn't really got time to think about how I like them or not. I can only say Iron Oath feels pretty early access so far, but in a good way. I mean, the early access of Iron Oath now reminds me a lot, feel-wise, of the early access of The Last Spell when it came out, and that's certainly a good thing. The expansion of Factorio, well, I really don't have any clue what the hell they're going to be up to. I somehow expect that the Factorio DLC will try to put up the game into competition with Dyson Sphere program. So I expect some kind of stellar shenanigans, some stuff that brings up the gameplay away from one planet and to a larger scale. That's what I expect. These guys, they don't do small things. They always go for the big fish, and I expect something majestic for that DLC. Maybe I expect too much, but I don't know. These guys know that we will expect a lot. So let's see how it plays out. That's just my personal hyped up theory here, because I am damn hyped up. Okay, we got this now working as intended. Isn't it brilliant? So let's patch up some more blue loaders and express belts. I mean, it would be a damn lot of effort to automate these things right now. I mean, okay, I need to find out whether
You're welcome.
Thanks for the follow to me. Happy to have you, man. So I actually got these engines. God bless. My former self already had to struggle with these things already. I must have buried that behind tons of PTSD of engines and AAI Industries. It's one of my favorite tedium mods. Somehow I hate AAI Industries, and somehow I love it for the level of detail it fills up into the game. Now, it'll take a while until these miners have transported away the coal, I guess. The next big problem: where the hell will I assemble up those damn blue circuits? So I'll also need a lot of material, and a lot of different material for sure. I mean, I only souped up the number for the copper plates, but that's just one number of many. We'll also need all manner of different products here, so this will be a real behemoth, and that's all gonna be for just a ridiculous amount of blue circuits, just for 5 a second. This hurts. Well, I mean, technically, I have already the tech to beacon this stuff up and all, but it's also not really worth it, because I don't know if I'll need or where I'll need what and which numbers. It's just too hard to foresee for me. Too much of a scrub, I guess. Anywho. We'll need one more smelter furnace for copper, but if I bring that up, I'll be bringing up an entire new refining facility. So we can't just bring up 2 new smelting arrays if we'd like to. So let's put this on real furnaces. So do I have any economy of stone here in this vicinity? So I got stone mining. Where does the stone mining go to? So far, almost to nothing. So we're going to bring, if I remember correctly, silicon, glass, and quartz were all made out of stone in the end. I need a number for sand here. Ooh, that's going to be quite an effort too. 16 stone per second. Oh, we're going to be busy with that thing here. So, got this. I need a new plant for plastics as well. Yuck. I hate plastics. Plastics is always such a pain in the rear. And we're going to need raw rare metals. I know where I can get these. Okay, well, that's going to work out. Well, I'm not interested in multiplayering, I'm sorry. I just don't have the time to play reliably, and therefore... And most of the time I'm also too tired to keep up with other people. But thanks for asking. Very kind. So... I wanted to bring up the refining thingy there, but... Well, let's start with the stone economy. I don't have the time, I don't want to just sit here and wait until the coal trickles away. So... Didn't answer the question yet, though, where I'm going to pull up this whole thing up. So... I don't like my organization there. That's just a horrible thing. I'm gonna do that better in the next setup. I don't like it that the production of these things are so far away from each other. But well, such is the nature of mistakes. So we're creating wood there. What was this stuff used for? For solid fuel entirely, huh? Okay. Okay. That's where we snaked through the fuel supply. Is that the same factory? Yep. Okay. Alright. So we're fueling our furnaces here in the end with oil. Got it. Food coma. Oh man, I'm jelly. I could use some good takeout pizza again as well. But then again, it's better for my health, I guess. So, I have a hard time right now picking up a spot where to build. Let's just head over to my iron facilities, because these got the same issues. They ain't got no blue belts yet. And I need to clean up my inventory. I have way too much clutter there. Ugh. I mean, I'm even carrying around my space suit. God damn it. I need to get to my car. Where's my car again? There's my car. Well, actually, I wanted this car to dump my red belt into it. Thank you, car, for helping me to clean up my stuff. I bet most Factorio players clean up their stuff like me, dumping it somewhere and forgetting about it. Okay. No, I guess most people are just tidy around me, honestly. So let's upgrade that stuff. There we go. It made me really feel uncomfortable to know that these things just don't work out. It really bothers me to know that my layout has a flaw that makes it not work really well. Yeah, Echo, I want to show you some problem. You know? This mod is cursed. There is no god in Krastorio. No. He doesn't let you destroy your stuff like you want to. That's pretty brutal. But the Krastorio gods have given you the Crusher, and you can pretty much turn most things into the Crusher, and the Crusher will do the crushing for you. But it's a concept you need to get your head around first, you know. Okay, now let's upgrade this. Then, after these things are upgraded, I can also just copy pasta these things and use them for further layouts. That's also quite important for me, because really I need to scale up. Beaconing is also not really a thing right now for me. I might be able to produce all these things, but I highly doubt that my power grid would be able to digest that. I mean, I'm running at 1.8 gigawatt, but that's not really that freaking much. Oh, that reminds me, I need to go for and look for something. Ah, look at that. Now, the iron is flowing. Technically, I need to upgrade all of these here as well in between, but I don't expect this facility ever to run longer, for longer periods of time under full pressure. You got to set yourself realistic goals. And before I go into the mega base phase of this playthrough, I'm going to go to my mega base save file in vanilla and learn more about building a mega base in vanilla first. But I wanted to get back here, and I don't know, I miss this mod. I really like this mod a lot. So, yeah, exactly. Home base. The worst spaghetti I ever cooked. Well, maybe my first spaghetti in Krastorio that I uploaded was even worse, but such is life. So technically I could kill myself with that train here. Never happened yet, though. I just hope for the best. Jokes aside, I really mean to put up that red lighting at some point, but there's not much traffic between these two things there. The storages are full, and therefore there's not much happening there, but I need to fix that. Okay, so what I meant to check out was where the hell are the capacitors? Former self. Where did you build your capacitors? We need batteries. Batteries are the best way to get rid of that solar problem. So here we're producing a tremendous amount of blue circuits, so well, doesn't exactly work out as intended. I don't have enough stone, that's a problem. This entire facility is starved out of stone. So, let's see. I guess I should take a radar tour. That's probably more effective. Ah, here. Capacitors, 700. We need to plaster them down. I hope that this will help me with the next solar storm. Because I don't really feel like going for... I don't really feel like going for a huge power production increase for now. But I came up with the idea that a huge field of capacitors instead could solve the entire problem as well with the ion storm that comes up every 2 days or such. I mean, if I just have enough capacity to just tank the blow, just needs to recover. I just need to produce enough energy to fill those capacitors during the next 48 hours again. And that's pretty much all. So, hey, Joe, please straighten that belt. Which of the many? Hi there, Eldorain. Well, this base is nothing I'm proud of. Honestly. This is one of the worst things that I've built, but it's functional. It is functional, nevertheless. Oh, look, I built a pattern. Well, patterns aren't too efficient, but whatever. I don't need to power a mega base with that or something like that, so... Let's just plop down some blueprints for that stuff and see how far we'll get. It'll surely deplete all my power poles in my inventory. And the... well, I'm not sure how many these will be. I mean, I have 700 to place down, so... Well... Well, I was streaming this base a few months ago, yes. Yes. A few months ago, I was setting up a lot of the infrastructure here on stream. Like, pretty much all of the smelting facilities and the ore washing facility, ore refining facilities here. I mean, this part of the factory I'm actually pretty happy with. Placing-wise, it's a little bit of a mess. There's, like, the smelters could be better organized, but, well, I'm learning. I'm only learning out of these things. So... Am I already out of capacitors? No. What's the matter, my little boys? Well, I definitely know that I need more power poles. Oh no, the pun brigade is on me. The pun brigade of space exploration. So... Where did I leave my car? It's always the same story. Doesn't matter. It'll show up in time. Dear, oh dear. This whole place is a mess. But it's my mess. Oh, why do I only have this on 100? What did I think when I did that? Processed fuel, I see. Oh, look! The robots are crouching back home. So, I bet we're out of power. Yep. Oh, I need more fuel. The hell just happened? Oh, yeah, the classic. I accidentally tried to unequip my armor. Fun. I think the rest I can vacuum clean up like that. As soon as my little boys got power again. I really need to rework this here as well. Oh gosh, there's so many little parts to work on. So, do I have blue nanobots on me? No, I don't. Okay. So, I wonder how many ages it'll take until my roboport is recharged. Hopefully one day soon. Until then, I guess I need to hand build that or something like that. I mean, I do carry a portable nuclear reactor with me around. Why am I not... Why is this not in my power grid? Because I don't have nuclear fuel. Now I remember what the reason was. Yeah, well... At times I really consider if restarting this factory wouldn't have been a easier thing, but at the same time I really feel like I want to get rid of this habit of throwing things away that I don't like, and instead learn more to fix things that don't work, you know? Because that's kind of a bad habit. And I got already so much done here that I don't want to toss away. Alright, so we're definitely gonna be out of capacitors before the end of this. Well, Joe, that's not a personal attack, man. That's just my attempt to be a little bit better at my personal behavior. Thanks for the tip for manual pickup, by the way. I had no clue that this works. And at the end of the day, I'll just blame it on Jem. He keeps saying these things to me that I shouldn't give up my old stuff, and then I just gave in. I'm being manipulated. So we got 14.6 gigajoule now. This whole thing will need 182 gigajoule. So basically, if I build up a power buffer of 182 gigajoule in the time being, boom, problem solved. It's as easy as it can get. And I'm pretty sure that the nuclear power plant that I got running here, I mean, this whole facility doesn't even remotely eat up the power that I'm producing, so I feel like that's a good plan to go for. For the time being, that is. 149 electric power poles. That's what we're talking about. Okay, so look at that, Le Crochet. So the crusher is waiting to crush things. Let's crush things out of my pockets. The only thing that's bothering me is this bad boy doesn't crush stone. So I can't get rid of stone here. Blank tech cards. Just want to get rid of old junk that I don't need anymore. Okay. What's the gigawatt required in Back to the Future? That's a good question. I actually don't know. So, where did I produce the capacitors again? I bet it was here. So, 55 capacitors have been produced in the meantime. Ah, that's a ruddy joke. Well. I got 12 hours of time left before this thing comes down. Should I build more of these? I started building solar cells for no reason. I mean, this is by no means easily expandable anyways. could slam in some of these. Productivity module can only be used on intermediate products. No. So we could produce more batteries. That doesn't help us at all. Okay, well, little did I know about modules. Okay, well, let's just keep that thing. Just let that thing produce, do its thing. Hey, I do have a beacon. Let's beacon this thing. This is under influence of the beacon, isn't it? Productivity module cannot be used in basic beacon. So this is really tragic. the only modules that I got there, and scrubby old me can't use them. Okay, well, for the time being, that's all I wanted to do there. I want to expand on that at some time in the future. Let's get into our terrain and think about how to put up the infrastructure for the blue circuits. But I need more tea. So 1.21 gigawatts. Oh, I already got that. So I'll be right back, guys. I'll fetch myself some tea. I'll fetch you guys some nasty old Adderall. Oh god. So guys, I need to take a longer break. I need to help. Or not. Okay. Well, I'll be right back. Okay, so got a little bit of illness again. Barfing kid. But apparently everything is under control. Fun times. Okay, now I've upgraded these things. Beautiful. Now let's think about the whole stone processing part of this facility. We're going to need a lot of machines. Definitely a lot of machines. We're not going to need that many smelters, actually. How the hell are we going to produce that many stone tablets? Did anybody think about that yet? Ah, here we go. So, brick. Is there... Well, there is. What's this being used for? This. So... How much brick does that produce? 3.125. That's not remotely enough. So, well... Setting my shop up here in this vicinity here is looking quite promising. And do all the stone related things there, like glass, quartz, sand, bricks. Even got access to coal if necessary. Yep, let's do it like that. Pretty sure that I'll run out of material in no time, but, well, such is life. At least I got the next goal to focus on. That's always the most important part for me. I really get into trouble if I don't know the next step to focus on to anymore. Okay. Oh, we ran out of repair packs. Okay. Well, let's look up what we got here. So we're going to need 7.5 bricks. Do I have a brick calculator here? No, whatever. So... vulcanite blocks. You can slim down the recipe with the usage of vulcanite. Fascinating. Well, okay. Oh, you even get out 6 stones. Never mind. So we need one entire yellow belt of that. Electric furnaces. How about electric furnacing? Do I have the necessary resources to build these things? Well, I got some more of them in my inventory. That's a good start. And, well, heat shielding. Am I producing heat shielding already here in this part of the facility? I don't think so, actually. You don't need heat shielding for that, but heat shielding has... That's super easy to be produced. Okay, never mind. Well, I do have heat shielding on my other part. And we already start with... I need this and I need that, but I just realized I want to do this part of the factory with electric furnaces. They are easing up things so much logistically. Okay. All completely uncomplicated. Oopsie. So we only need a dozen of these guys. So I don't want to be too close in the vicinity of the distribution hub here. So let's scroll a little bit downhill here. Something like that. There we go. That's 6. And that's the dozen we need. I bet the inserter-wise we don't need any fuzz there. Now, bricks. Hooray. And I need power. Jeez, I don't have power here? Wow. And why do I have only a low number of substations on me? Ugh, this run has so many open questions for me. Well. At least we're fixing things now. No, that's a start. The next part will be churning out 30 stone tablets. That's such a crazy number. So, if I remember correctly, these were rather complicated numbers-wise. So here we got an output of 12. And that's an output of 18. So, blue belt could be what we're using for that. I mean, blue belt has a capacity of 22.5 per side of the belt. Or we could also just go like that. And say, yeah. Oh, wait a sec. No, that won't work either. The last one is the problem. Let's see. Maybe I can make it work somehow. So one of these bad boys needs insert-wise just the yellow one, actually. Wow. I didn't expect that. Captain Caps is among us. So... let's put these on drop near. And the last one, well... I mean, we got capacities on both sides of the belt open. So I would guess that outputting onto a into something like that shouldn't be any issue at all. What do you guys say about that? Does this distribute evenly or not? Does this accommodate a throughput of 30 per second? Questions. Okay, so we got this. Now let's talk about the sand. We need 3 pulverizers for that. I bet I can't produce pulverizers right now. Oh, wait a sec. I can produce pulverizers. Huh. Amusing. Everything is going so smooth. And this field is slowly depleting. That's good. Portable immersite solar panels. Efficient refabrication. What the hell? Electronic components. That's a new recipe for electronic components. Woo! With lithium. Where do you get that lithium from? Lithium chloride. And lithium chloride is made out of hydrogen chloride, mineral water. Cool stuff. I like that. Well, but that's distracting me. So we were busy with the sand. So I'll need 16 units of stone for that. So this is just the point where I'll churn out the red belt and just get done with it there. Okay, so polarizers. Yeah, I mean, this entire field here will bring up in the future, so. I bet they will produce more than 16. 45? Wait a sec. No, 16 input. I need 40. Okay. So here we go again with these problems. So we got an output of 15 per second. Well, that's just one entire side of a red belt. I mean, that's not that horrible. We'll just have to use that into blue belt at some point, no? Or no, actually not. We can't just keep it like that. There's going to be two different flows. One for glass and one for the other stuff. I mean, there's an output of 15 sand per second. Okay, no problem. Wonderful. So we're going to make these guys. Okay. Can't even use yellow belt. Brilliant. So we're going to need 4 inserters for that. Well, actually, I'm going to use red belt. I have a better feeling with a belt that can just work with the entire output of that thing on one side of the belt. There we go. It's slow progress, but it is progress, my friends. So, here we go. That's 16 units of stone. And we'll need 4 yellow inserters for the intake. Well, whatever. I don't care about that. So now we need to get back into the train and grab ourselves some fresh heat shielding for the electric furnaces. Maybe I'll need some other materials too. Let's see. Advanced circuits. I have a few of those left. Steel furnaces. I even need steel furnaces. Brilliant. Okay. Oh, that's the wrong train. Well, stuff's not working as bad as I feared it would. I mean, this entire thing is working out pretty inefficient at many parts, but it's working out. And I mean, at the end of the day, we are still producing accumulators the whole time here. We're still producing some tech cards somewhere, I guess. What's the matter here? What's the matter with you boys? Are we out of Biomes? Well, okay. Some things I can't explain as well. Yeah, here the purple signs to the cards are. Ah, here. There's where they're flowing through. And we don't get enough productivity modules done because there's not enough stone in the base. I really feel like I could fix up a lot of stuff here if I just bring up enough stone into this base. Now, where was the heat shielding again? Here. This entire place produces rockets, you know. So, wow, industrial furnaces. Those have an even sicker crafting speed, I see. Let's loot myself some. Some more stone bricks here. And now we're out of steel. That's okay. Let's loot some steel here as well. This is one base where I like the loot from because it's all replenishable resources, basically. All the resources that are produced here are made in core mining drills, so this means it's endless resource, basically. And every steel plate I pick up here frees up storage space in this whole facility there. Okay, I'm already pre-producing some of those steel furnaces because I know that I'm going to need a tremendous amount of these later down the road again. Okay, for the time being, that's all I need. I'm quite surprised. I mean, I'm really not that super far away anymore from finishing the space assembling machines. And I also finally found a solution for my planetary ion storm problem there. Now I only need to bring up enough orbital cannons and an automated ammo production system, then I'm a happy man. Okay, let's get that glass going. And then we'll need to set up something for the rare metals there too. Rare metals are a little bit of a bummer. Because if I remember correctly, you need some chemicals to actually mine that stuff. And that's been a little bit annoying. So, we're going to need 8 furnaces for glass. It's really not much. Well, let's go down here. That's 4. No, that's 8. I bet inserter-wise that's the same deal as all the stuff that we had before. Actually, no. Actually, it needs 2 inserters for the sand. You know. Okay, let's wire it up. And another part of our wonderful little journey is completed. That glass is going to be 7.5. Okay, so we don't need to juggle around with the inserters there. Okay. Now, let's get into the pesky quartz production. We're going to need filtration plants for that. Do I have the necessary resources for that? Of course not. Iron plate is lacking. That's the least of my worries. I mean, by now, this outpost here has pretty much everything I need. It's a good point to be at. Now, let's grab some iron plate from here. Jesus, those filtration plants are hungry. So now it even needs copper, huh? So be it. I got plenty full copper lines that want to be dismantled. Because I lately understood that these were actually not meant to be anymore. I just had them there to run dry eventually. But for now, I can just pick up my stuff from them. So that's now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 filtration plants. That's the 6th filtration plant. Wonderful. So the assemblers I'm producing externally, automated. Okay. So where do we get water from? Is this already a solved issue? So there's some water, but it's not connected down here already. So, well, can't handcraft any pipes right now. Oh god, space pipes. Ugh. This is going to be nasty. I can already tell it. But I can also tell that I like every little bit of it. I'm still busy crafting all that stuff, so I'm not able to handcraft anything. Especially no pipes. Okay, so let's pick up the water and transport it down to our stone factory. Now that's going to be a wild ride. Is there any other option of grabbing water? I mean, I think grabbing it from down here wouldn't be as much of a nuisance here. Yeah, let's do this. Thing is, this way I don't need to interfere with the with the water there. That's used for my oil factory. And ever since the C-Block, I've grown into a big fan of independent water grids. Ah, here we got, speaking about which, here we got those little lakes there. Oh gosh, I don't have any offshore pumps. No! Okay, well then, so be it. I need an offshore pump. I'm not sure if I really need an entirely own piece on the water grid, but I don't care. Okay, so now we get water to work with. That's good. So I crafted one of them. That's 3, 4, 5, 6. Since I'm going to be grabbing belts and the like, I don't think that handcrafting these things will be too much of an issue. Okay, so now crafting quartz. We'll need that sand and a little bit of water. This will be then crafted into silicon, and that will be the foundation for our electronic components. Okay. So we're basically right now building the backbone for our electronic component production. Got it. So, done. Well, let's copy those inserter setups. Okay. So this is an output of 30. Oh gosh. Termite bots don't work with a roboport enabled, don't they? Yeah. The old dilemma. The old dilemma. Nanobots and the roboport somehow don't play nicely together. I don't know why, but that surely is a problem. So let's wire this up a little bit like that, so I can get rid of all the jank there, because I want to create my quartz there. Probably there's not going to be enough room. I can't tell yet. Where does Factorio rank on All Might time? Well, that's really hard to tell. Extremely high, though, because it's of its insane replayability value and insane depth of mod packs and the like. It's also very, very relaxing in a way. I couldn't put it on an exact number, though. So, we'll need 6 of these bad boys to output 15 quartz crystals. So... I might be doing this into that direction, don't I? So that's 5 and that's 6. Here we go. And maybe we'll let the sand run like that. So, which was the water end? Yeah, this is the water for this facility, so we can use that as well. Okay. Oh, I actually had enough. Wow. Quite surprised that I had enough pipe for that. Okay, well, we got to craft all these things till we got that done. But beyond that, the whole quartz crafting thing is done. Well, output will go... Well, to this direction there. So let's see, we're going to need 3 inserters for the intake and 2 for the output. And this will be a total output of 15, right? I guess so. Anywho. It's mostly about a belt, but since this belt can carry 30 items per second, it's not going to be overstrained by this task. Not at all. And that's all that matters. There you go. That's done, and now we're going to bring up the furnaces to process all that stuff. Let's output that towards here. Or isn't that too narrow? That's narrow. Oh no, it's a uranium stone. Those are deadly. Okay, there's no uranium in it. We got off lucky. Okay, that's actually a little bit more than we need. Interesting. Let's go this way. And since there is a little bit of a oversaturation, we're going to do this like that. Okay, now we got all the necessary pieces together. I don't have the plastic and I don't have the copper yet. Let's see, the rare metals. What did you need for these again? Chlorine. Chlorine, 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 chlorine. Here. Yeah, you craft chlorine out of chlorine barrels. Brilliant. No, we're going to need more sand. And we gain chlorine and hydrogen out of that. That's one method. And the other method would be by creating lithium chloride. Lithium chloride. How do we create mineral water? Out of mineral water. Okay. I remember vaguely that this was a resource, exactly. Okay. Remember to use the inserter trick to have both bell. Yeah. Well, I actually try to keep things always on one side of the belt as long as possible, because this allows me to combine belts with one another more easily, so I don't have to split them up again. Okay, well, now we only need to figure out where to produce plastic at. So, if I remember correctly, though, this thing here is under full strain. This was 30 units of plastic, and this bad boy here was eating 30 units of plastic exactly. So there is no margin here for more of that. And if I also remember correctly, then here exactly the oil there was, those ratios were pretty much fitting together. So how much oil do we get out of that here per sec? 1,450. How much oil per sec do I process here? 340. So there's way more capacity than that. Okay. Now the only question that remains... Oh, well, I got crude oil here directly around the corner. Okay, there's... I rest my case. There is no question. We're going to produce the plastic right around the corner here. Because that's just the easiest way to pull it off. Do I already have plastic recipe fiddled in here? No? Well, then it's about damn time. So, we're going to need plastic and some petrol gas. Let's go for the basic brake stuff there. So, advanced chemical plant. No? Okay, so we're going to need 5 oil refineries into 4 chemical plants. I got the oil refineries on my person already, and the chemical plants, I bet I don't. No, I don't. Do I have them on the train or on the car? Mayhap. Only oil refineries everywhere. Oh, wait a sec, but there's yellow inserters. Let's pick them up before they go bad. Yep, I do keep that in mind, Ash. But thanks for the pointer, nevertheless. It is quite a difference between the vanilla game and Krastorio. So where did I mean to go again now? No, I got sidetracked. Ah, yeah, I wanted to check out if I had chemical plants here. I kind of vaguely remember that I brought some useful stuff there. There's accumulators. But sadly, no chemical plants. Whatever. Let's go over to the starter base. Save the game before we go there. Just in case that my other train wants to kill me. But I don't think so. Well, we're getting somewhere. It's taken quite some time, but that's okay. Yeah, it's outrageous that the oil deposits deplete in Krastorio. So I got already a couple of hundred capacitors again. So let's play around with the capacitors real quick. Because honestly, I want to get rid of them. So, but first, let's think about the other things that I might need. So let's pick up the chemical plants too. I still have room in my inventory, and I mean, I should rather say let's look for the chemical plants. I know that I actually produced them here. The Crazy Mall provides a lot of wonderful things. Here. There we go. And let's just plot down a couple of capacitors, and while we're here, pick up a couple of these bad boys, and the yellow... Oh, the yellow inserter recipe has changed. That's bad news. Okay, so I need to wire up something new there as well. Okay. Well, good thing that I'm crafting up electronic components up there. Good night, Ash. Factorio with a trackpad. My god, Mongo. You're a madman. I like it. Alright. That'll help protect us from the incoming solar storms. Or at least I hope so. I mean, the good thing about it is every little extra energy helps, even if it doesn't suffice at the end. Every second that I can hold back the ion storm lowers the damage if it hits my base, that is, of course. Because there's a fair chance that this entire solar ejection thing doesn't even hit your base. It's also very well possible. Okay, well, we actually get in there. 19.2 gigajoule. So I got 1/9 of that thing. That's a start. Okay, so we got to produce inserters somehow again. That's wild. But I mean, it's also a pretty nasty thing to change up recipes, but well, my save file has been already pretty old as well, so I guess that's just fine. So maybe I can fix this thing up real quick, but I don't think so. We don't have any electric motors here around. Okay, never mind. Although this will turn to a pretty rad situation there. Because I don't have the necessary small parts at my other side. Automation core, electric motor. You see, there's a ton of different nasty things necessary for that. I need to fix that up somehow. So, small electric motors need copper cable and iron gear wheel. Ooh, that's a nasty one. Okay, copper cable, iron gear wheel, iron plate. So, there's that, but where's the copper? Yeah, this should work out. So let's create some copper cable here. And then we're going to need burner inserters somehow. I hope the other recipes aren't changed up too much. Sounds like a nightmare. Well, I've had worse. So, copper cable, iron gear wheel, and iron plate. So we're just going to create ourselves something like that. And voila. We got the engines we need. Not in a realistic time frame, but who the hell cares about that? What matters is we're bringing up these bad boys. So now, burner inserter parts, and engines. Do I have any engines here in the vicinity? Of course not. It would be too easy. So iron gear wheel and iron plate, well... this will run very slowly all in all, but I don't care. I don't need a quick and efficient thing there. So burner inserter needs inserter parts and those engines. Okay. There we go. Let's go for real crazy solutions here. Okay. But I really want to make it work, you know. So, there we are. That's one thing. That's the other thing. And now we just need to pipe these ingredients somewhere somehow down there, and then we got the situation sorted out, and then I'm going to log off as a happy madman. I just wanted to fix up the situation as quick as possible there. Asanda, hi there. Yeah. I'm in a long. I know that I'm in for a long run. This save file is already a long run. I mean, we're in here for 63 hours already on that save file. I'm enjoying the slow burn. So happy to see you, man. I know that whenever I stay longer online, that you sooner or later show up. It's a good thing. So let's go down this way. Spaghetti intensifies. I never wanted it to come to this, but you forced my hand. Seriously, when they change up the recipe for those yellow inserters like that, this is my answer. But I think everything should be under control now again. Except for the fact that... where did this thing get its yellow inserters from? I guess this thing never had to be served yellow inserters before. God, they changed up the entire economy here. So this dude here needs yellow inserters as well? I mean, that's easily done. But this dude needs yellow inserters as well. That's the real bummer here. Because there's no real accessible side that I could come from. Good God. Well, there is one flank that I could attack from. Yep, here we go. That's gonna work out. Ha! Take that! You thought you'd beat me with this bollocks? Ha! No, you don't. God. Alrighty, my friends, so I am sadly already gone for today. I thank you so much for your jolly good old presence. We're going to fix this up in the time being. I mean, next step will be oil refining and all. I mean, I wanted to set up a plastic production, but then this little inserter nightmare happened, and I need to fix that up. Okay, so have a good night, everybody, and underground the belt and put long hand inserter in it. Well, I have a very, very hard time transporting spaghetti into text into spaghetti, and well, it works. I'm pretty sure you were right about that, Asanda, but for now it works. So have a good time, everybody. See you soon.